What if the frozen foods you've always believed were safe are actually quietly damaging your heart, joints, and memory? For decades, the frozen food industry has planted the idea in our minds that convenience equals healthy. But behind that frosty packaging lies a truth that very few people, especially seniors, ever hear. There's one common frozen food that can spike your blood pressure by 35% overnight. Another, if eaten regularly, can silently strip away 20% of your muscle strength in just 3 months. And the most dangerous of all, it can raise your risk of hospitalization for heart failure by over 25%, all without you even realizing it. The early signs are easy to dismiss: swollen ankles when putting on shoes, blurry vision right after waking up, that mid-morning memory fog, or feeling exhausted before dinner. Many chalk it up to aging, but the real culprit could be sitting right inside your freezer. In this video, I'm going to reveal 4 frozen foods you should never touch, and 4 that will help you maintain your strength, clarity, and independence well past the age of 60. Before we begin, I want to ask you 2 quick questions. First, what kinds of frozen foods are sitting in your freezer right now? Second, since turning 60, have you noticed any changes in your energy or digestion? Share your answers in the comments. I'll personally read and respond to each one with care. Now, let's start with number 4, because this is a frozen food that can harm you before your day has even begun. Dangerous food 4, frozen pies and desserts with hydrogenated oils. Starting the day, who wouldn't want to treat themselves to a slice of warm, golden-crusted pie, filled with creamy custard or gooey fruit preserves? But for those over 60, these frozen desserts are like a gift wrapped in pretty paper, with something inside your body truly doesn't want. Most frozen pies and desserts are made with hydrogenated oils, chemically processed fats, designed to stay solid at room temperature. That's what keeps the crust crisp and the filling smooth for months in the freezer. But once inside your body, these fats cling to your cell membranes, slowing down nutrient delivery and waste removal. It's like your body's engine trying to run with a dirty air filter. It still works, but sluggishly and under strain. And that's not all. The sugar content in these treats is often far higher than you'd guess. A small slice can pack more than 20 grams of sugar, close to or even exceeding an entire day's safe limit for many seniors. Eating it causes a rapid spike in blood sugar, forcing your pancreas to work overtime pumping out insulin. Over time, this repeated strain makes your body less sensitive to insulin, leaving you drained after meals, with energy crashes, and on a dangerous path toward type 2 diabetes. You might notice small but persistent warning signs: swollen ankles in the morning, stiff joints when standing up, or a mental fog that makes it hard to focus before lunch. These are signals of low-grade inflammation smoldering inside your body. A 2021 study found that diets high in pre-made pies and desserts increased inflammatory markers by up to 27% in people over 55. In other words, your immune system is fighting an unnecessary battle and you're paying the price. If you still want a little sweetness from the freezer, choose something kinder to your body: a whole grain, sugar-free waffle, or a handful of frozen strawberries or blueberries blended with Greek yogurt. Not only delicious, but also rich in fiber and antioxidants to help stabilize blood sugar. Just one small swap can make your mornings lighter and more energized. And remember, this is only the appetizer on our list. The next frozen food is even more common, found in most households, yet just as dangerous. Dangerous food 3, frozen pepperoni pizzas. After a long, tiring day, it's tempting to just pop a frozen pepperoni pizza in the oven and, within minutes, have a hot, aromatic meal for the whole family. But for people over 60, especially with the popular pepperoni pizzas found in the U.S., this can be a combo pack of harm to your heart, joints, and even memory. The crust is usually made from refined white flour stripped of most fiber and vitamins, so your body digests it quickly, sending blood sugar levels soaring. This not only leaves you sluggish a few hours after eating, but also forces your pancreas to pump out more insulin, eventually leading to insulin resistance. Then there's the pepperoni topping, flavorful, yes, but loaded with saturated fats and the preservative sodium nitrite. And don't forget the huge salt load in frozen pepperoni pizzas. A single serving can contain over 1-2 200 ml of sodium, more than half the recommended daily limit for older adults. Excess salt draws water into your blood vessels, raising blood pressure and making your heart work harder. If you've ever eaten pizza at night and found your rings tight the next morning, fingers slightly swollen, or legs feeling heavy, that's your body holding on to water from a sodium overload. What's more, when frozen pizza is baked, the cheese and pepperoni, already high in fat, undergo fat oxidation at high heat, producing inflammatory compounds. This is one reason why some people experience joint pain or fatigue the next day. A 2018 study found that adults over 55 who ate processed red or cured meats 3 times per week had a 21% higher risk of chronic inflammation than those who limited them. If you love pizza, the good news is you can still enjoy it without gambling with your health. Look for frozen pizzas made from whole grain crust, with no processed meats, or, better yet, make your own. Buy a whole grain pizza base, add pure tomato sauce, sprinkle on a little reduced fat mozzarella, and top with veggies like bell peppers, mushrooms, spinach, or fresh tomatoes. And if pepperoni pizza is the hidden villain in your dinner routine, the next item is dangerous in a different way. It wears the disguise of being gourmet and nutritious, but inside, it contains elements that can send your blood pressure skyrocketing and drain your energy just from a single meal. Dangerous food too, frozen creamy pasta dinners. While frozen pepperoni pizza is a go-to for quick dinners, frozen creamy pasta dishes are often chosen for those treat yourself moments when you want something rich and indulgent without the hassle of cooking from scratch. To keep the sauce smooth and shelf-stable in the freezer, manufacturers often use a blend of cheap refined vegetable oils, powdered cream, and stabilizers. Once in your body, these fats can lodge themselves in the spaces between cells, slowing oxygen delivery. That's why you might feel heavy, short of breath, or unusually tired after eating, even if you didn't have a large portion. The pasta in these meals is typically made from refined white flour, stripped of almost all fiber and nutrients. Once cooked, rapidly cooled, and frozen, the starch takes on a high glycemic index, meaning your blood sugar spikes rapidly when you eat it. For seniors, this sudden surge can cause temporary blurry vision, lightheadedness, or even unexpected drowsiness within a couple of hours. To make matters worse, each frozen creamy pasta dinner can contain between 100 and 200 meters of sodium. This much salt pulls water into the bloodstream, raising blood pressure and putting extra strain on the heart. If you've ever noticed your shoes feeling tighter in the afternoon, or your calves feeling heavy after a creamy pasta dinner, that's your body working to push out excess fluid. Research has shown a clear link between high-sodium processed meals and an increased risk of heart failure hospitalization in older adults. A 2020 study in clinical nutrition reported that adults over 60 who ate frozen high-sodium dinners 4 or more times a week had a 29% higher risk of being hospitalized for heart failure within 5 years. That's no small number, and it's even more concerning because these pasta dishes are often marketed with pictures of vegetables and lean meats, misleading many into thinking they're a balanced choice. If you enjoy pasta, you can still have it without overloading your heart and arteries. One simple option is to buy whole grain pasta or pasta made from lentils. Cook it yourself and freeze it in small portions. When you're ready to eat, just reheat and add pure tomato sauce or pesto made with olive oil, herbs, and nuts. You'll get a delicious, high-fiber, low-sodium meal that's friendlier to your blood sugar. And if this was the hidden danger dressed in a gourmet label, the next frozen food might surprise you even more because it often appears in family meals, especially when there are kids in the house. Yet it delivers a serious blow to heart health, joint function, and immune strength for anyone over 60. Dangerous food 1. Frozen breaded chicken tenders nuggets. If frozen creamy pasta dinners are the gourmet in disguise, frozen breaded chicken tenders and nuggets are the friendly favorite found in many households. Just pop them into the oven or air fryer for a few minutes, and you've got golden, crispy outsides with tender, flavorful meat inside. But for those over 60, this is one of the most damaging frozen foods for your heart. Joints. and immune system. The first danger comes from the breading. This coating is usually made from refined white flour mixed with additives and colorants to achieve that appetizing golden hue when fried. Refined flour spikes blood sugar quickly, forcing your body to release insulin over and over again, which over time leads to insulin resistance and post-meal fatigue. Worse, the oil used in mass production is often reheated repeatedly, creating harmful aldehydes. When you reheat these chicken pieces at home, those aldehydes don't disappear. They can actually be reactivated, releasing fumes you inhale and compounds you ingest with every bite. This is why many older adults feel mild joint swelling, ankle puffiness, or more difficulty controlling blood pressure after eating them. A study published in the Journal of Nutritional Science found that adults over 55 who ate frozen breaded fried chicken twice a week had a 17% higher risk of arterial stiffness compared to those who chose fresh, unbreaded chicken. Arterial stiffness means your blood vessels lose elasticity, increasing the risk of heart attack and stroke. If you love fried chicken, the good news is there's a better option. Buy fresh chicken breast or organic chicken. Cut it into strips, coat lightly in whole grain flour or oat flour, and bake or air fry at home. This way, you control the amount of salt, oil, and ensure no reused frying oil is involved. Frozen breaded chicken may bring back fond memories of fun family meals, but for those over 60, it can also be a silent culprit, reducing endurance, increasing inflammation, and forcing your heart to work harder every day. Not everything in your freezer is the enemy. In fact, if you choose wisely, your freezer can become a trusted ally, helping you stock nutrient-rich, easy-to-prepare foods that have been proven to fight the very health problems we fear most after 60. Healthy choice 4. Frozen bone broth. If you've ever heard your grandparents or parents talk about the rich, comforting taste of slow-simmered broth, bone broth is essentially the modern version of that tradition. Only it's frozen to last longer. After age 60, your body produces far less collagen, which leads to stiffer joints, thinner skin, and slower recovery from injuries. Drinking bone broth provides collagen and amino acids like glycine and proline, which have been broken down during hours of cooking, making them easy to absorb. They enter the bloodstream and go directly to the areas that need repair. Bone broth also delivers minerals like calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus, key nutrients for maintaining bone density and preventing osteoporosis. For those who often wake up with stiff joints or experience knee pain when moving, having bone broth a few times a week can make a noticeable difference within months. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that older adults who consumed collagen-rich bone broth for 12 weeks experienced a 25% reduction in morning stiffness and a 32% improvement in ease of movement. The beauty of frozen bone broth is that it retains nearly all the nutrition of fresh broth. Because it's frozen right after cooking, those valuable nutrients remain intact, allowing you to enjoy the benefits even months later. You can thaw it overnight, drop frozen cubes straight into soups or stews, or even use it as the base for cooking rice or porridge. The naturally rich flavor means you can cut back on added salt or seasonings. Beyond joint and bone health, bone broth supports immune function, thanks to its anti-inflammatory compounds, a crucial benefit for older adults whose immune systems may respond more slowly to illness. Think of each cup as a warm, nourishing supplement that works from the inside out. If your freezer used to be filled with convenient but risky foods, keeping a few bags of bone broth on hand will give you peace of mind. Every time you open the freezer, you'll know you're choosing something that strengthens your body rather than weighing it down. And if bone broth is the foundation for keeping your joints and immunity strong, the next food is the color palette of nutrition, easy to prepare and loaded with benefits for the heart, brain, and digestive system in just one meal. Healthy choice 3. Frozen mixed vegetables. If bone broth is the base that keeps your body steady and strong from within, frozen mixed vegetables are the nutritional color palette you can add to nearly any meal. Each vegetable in the mix has its own superpower. Carrots are rich in beta-carotene, a vitamin A precursor that protects vision and strengthens immunity. Green peas offer plant-based protein and B vitamins to help your body convert food into steady energy, preventing post-meal energy slumps. Sweet corn brings soluble fiber, supporting digestion and helping control cholesterol. Green beans provide vitamin K and manganese, two essential nutrients for bone health and smooth mobility. The greatest strength of mixed vegetables is the combination itself. When eaten together, these nutrients create a synergistic effect, helping your body fight multiple types of free radicals, unstable molecules that accelerate aging and disease. A 2019 study in the Journal of Gerontology found that older adults who ate at least 2 cups of mixed vegetables daily had a 21% lower risk of physical decline over 4 years. That means they walked faster, lifted heavier objects, and recovered more quickly after illness. In terms of convenience, it's hard to beat frozen mixed vegetables. There's no washing, peeling, or chopping. Just toss them into soups, stir-fries, stews, or simply steam them for a side dish. This makes it easier for older adults to stick to a daily vegetable habit without feeling it's a chore. When paired with the bone broth we just discussed, frozen mixed vegetables become a perfect duo, offering protein and collagen for joint health, alongside vitamins and fiber for digestion and immunity. And while mixed vegetables bring balance and variety, the next frozen food focuses on a golden source of nutrition for the heart and brain. One that science has shown can reduce inflammation, protect memory, and improve endurance in just a few months. Healthy choice 2. Frozen wild-caught salmon. If frozen mixed vegetables are your source of vitamins and fiber to keep the body balanced, then frozen wild-caught salmon is like a golden key unlocking better heart, brain, and joint health. What makes wild-caught salmon special is its significantly higher levels of omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA compared to farm-raised salmon. These essential fats have powerful anti-inflammatory effects, protecting blood vessel walls, improving circulation, and keeping blood pressure steady. When consumed regularly, omega-3s become part of your cell membranes, making them more flexible, better at exchanging nutrients, and more resilient to damage. Omega-3s aren't just good for the heart. They're also brain fuel. A 2020 study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that older adults who ate salmon twice a week for 6 months reduced their CRP inflammation marker by 16% and improved their walking speed by 8%. They also preserved the volume of the hippocampus, the brain's memory control center, better than those who didn't eat salmon. This means salmon can help you move more easily and stay mentally sharp. For joints, omega-3s help reduce morning stiffness, support cartilage regeneration, and slow the progression of arthritis. If you've ever noticed your knees or ankles feeling lighter after eating fish a few times, that's the omega-3s at work. The convenience factor is also high. Frozen salmon, when flash frozen right after being caught, retains almost all of its nutrients and flavor. You can grill, steam, or pan-sear it straight from frozen without thawing first. Just season with salt and pepper, lemon, and herbs for a flavorful, nutrient-rich meal. Always look for salmon labeled wild-caught instead of farm-raised. Farm-raised salmon often has less omega-3, more saturated fat, and sometimes traces of antibiotics or artificial coloring. For seniors, avoiding these factors reduces the load on the liver and immune system. When paired with frozen mixed vegetables, salmon makes a meal that's rich in protein, healthy fats, vitamins, and fiber, everything you need for a strong heart, flexible joints, and a sharp mind. And the final frozen food in our list may surprise you. It's small but packed with protein and minerals to keep bones strong and muscles resilient well past 60. Healthy choice 1. Frozen edamame. If wild-caught frozen salmon is the golden key for heart and brain health, frozen edamame young soybeans are the quiet companion that helps keep your muscles and bones strong every single day. The power of edamame lies in its high-quality plant protein, which is almost on par with animal protein, but with far less saturated fat. Just 1 cup contains about 18 grams of protein, a remarkable amount for a plant food. Protein is essential for maintaining and building muscle, which is especially important after age 60, when the body tends to lose muscle mass, a condition known as sarcopenia. Getting enough protein daily helps you stay steady on your feet, get up from chairs more easily, and reduces the risk of falls. Edamame is also rich in isoflavones plant compounds, with mild estrogen-like effects that slow down bone loss in older adults. Combined with calcium, magnesium, and phosphorus naturally found in edamame, this creates a triple defense for bone density, lowering the risk of osteoporosis and fractures. If you've had joint discomfort or felt your bones weakening, adding edamame to your diet a few times a week can bring noticeable improvement. A major advantage of frozen edamame is that it keeps its flavor and nutrition even with long storage. You can steam it in just 5 minutes, sprinkle with sea salt, or shell the beans to toss into salads, stir-fry with vegetables, or mash into a dipping spread. It's tasty, easy to chew, and gentle on digestion, perfect for seniors. Studies confirm edamame's benefits for long-term health. Research in the Journal of Nutrition showed that older adults who regularly consumed soy had higher bone density and better balance than those who rarely ate it. Every time you open your freezer, you'll have an energizing, healthy choice that boosts endurance without raising bad cholesterol or adding excess weight. When combined with salmon and mixed vegetables, edamame forms part of a power trio that supports heart, brain, bone, and muscle health, all easy to prepare and store at home. And now, after exploring the 4 most dangerous frozen foods and the 4 golden frozen foods for health, it's time to look at the big picture to see how just a few small changes in your daily choices can make a profound difference in your life after 60. You see, your freezer can be both a silent arsenal that slowly weakens your body and a treasure chest that keeps you stronger and sharper every day. By simply removing the foods that trigger inflammation, raise blood pressure, and drain your stamina, and replacing them with nutrient-rich options, you're already taking a big step toward a healthier, more independent life in your golden years. So, among the items I shared today, which one surprised you the most? And this week, what's the first change you'll make in your freezer? Share your thoughts in the comments so we can learn from each other. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more simple, powerful health tips to help you live joyfully and stay strong after 60.